which is nice.
I mean,
You're a pillar of support,
I guess so. Maybe. You know.
if you know what
Show
I
the
mean.
crowd and I said, "Dick Dorado, baby."
Yeah. She's spinning.
She's Rotissa. Is that like a Russian hat?
Yes, it is, my friend. At the same store, dude. This fucking place had everything, man. I got their email.
Is it a?
I like being like good buddies with back in Wales.
Yeah.
It was a fisherman's place. That
Right.
that was what it was. But they had all these clothes. They had a fucking Russian hat. They had a Trump bobblehead
No way.
that my cousin has at the moment. I've got this pretty cool cousin there. He's the Suicide Sheep. You remember that?
Right. Yeah.
He's like buddies with him.
No way.
He's in the industry.
Shit.
He does like music edits. He like edits music videos and stuff. He's got a few of his own documentaries on YouTube. I'll link him to you. Pretty
Fuck
cool.
yeah.
Pretty cool guy.
Speaking of like being affectionate by giving each other shit, there's a kid at Dilworth when I was there.
Yeah.
He was Russian, and we called because Russians wear those kind of hats with a tail on them. So everyone called him Rat Hat.
Rat hat.
He fucking hates it.
Of course it does.
So bad.
This is my heritage.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not fucking Rat Hat. But again, that's I don't know. He was a bit neurotic, I think. So he was always like, I'm not Rat Hat. Fucking blah, blah.
And if you've got nothing else going on for you, and you've got like a hat with a tail,
Yeah,
you're a rat hat guy.
you're Rat Hat.
Yeah.
So yeah, anytime all of those hats remind me of them. It's funny the little things that stick with you from childhood. It's a Rat Hat.
Rat hat is so funny. Every time you look at that hat, you think of like the shit you gave to this like this internet.
There's this one kid. His name was Wesley,
Mm.
and he was such a fucking menace, dude. Just fucking like he fucking roasted like everybody, and he roasted him so hard. But he was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
And the shit that he thought was hilarious. Every now and again, I'm friends with him on Facebook, dude. Like every now and again, I'll see him comment on something, and it's so funny. I don't know what the fuck his deal is, but the kid is fucking hilarious.
He's full throttle guy.
Yeah, he's a full throttle guy, and he was when I knew him at Dilworth.
Right.
But fuck, dude, Wesley would roast people, and it was so funny because like you would feel bad about just how fucking like
How far he
vicious.
went.
Yeah, just how far he went, just how vicious this roast
And
was.
how real it was as well.
But it
Just
was-
like, you got small fucking toes. Small toe bitch.
So
Yeah.
fucking funny. Like the shit that he was
Your
the one
mother,
I
your,
think.
your mother left your family. You're just like speaking like a normal voice.
Yeah.
Like your mother left your family when you were
Dude.
4 years old.
Dude, I think he was the one that came up with the rat.
Of course he was.
It's just so fucking funny. But you feel bad about just how severe the burns were. But it was too funny to like not laugh at. Fuck, he was a menace.
You know when the roast got so far when it was like almost like personal and it was like almost just like pre-fight where like you've got like a sort of a temper to sort of the not temper's not the word, but sort of like an energy. So a roast is like, you fucking look at you fucking this. But you know when like it starts getting real, it's just like when the tone goes down and it's just like you're just speaking to this person.
Yeah.
It's you almost just one-on-one and saying, you are a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah,
you're a
yeah.
loser, no one likes you, and you should kill yourself.
Yeah. There's always those times and everyone's like, ooh,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah. Where's this going? We're gonna form a circle though.
Yeah. I don't want to stand next to him. He always cries when I jerk him off. Like, I want to stand next to Clark. You know what I mean? There was one time this kid was like, hey man, do you want wanking lessons? And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, wanking lessons. I teach you how to wank really good for like $5,
Oh,
which was a lot of money at the time.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
You were
no,
12.
it's fine. Like, I'm good. There's a really, really weird moment with him too. It was like,
Had you wanked beforehand?
I think so.
Right.
A lot of that time is just a blur.
Right.
But you don't want to see it when the CIA
A white blur.
yeah, dude, when the CIA declassifies a file and it's just like redacted. That's most of the time.
Translucent.
Yeah. It's stinging my eyes. Like it smells like cum. It was like 3 in the morning. I go to open the bathroom door, I turn on the light, and he's there. And
He's just in this real dexterous like yoga position.
yeah, he had like one
This
leg
is how
over
it's
his
done,
head.
man. Like this is a preview.
Yeah.
I knew you were coming.
Yeah, there's people sitting in chairs, just like welcome to wank lessons. Yeah.
You owe me $2.
Yeah, wank college. He's got one leg over his head and he's standing there. He kind of looks like one of those Indian gods.
He's got all of these like straps, so like to like numb himself.
Yeah. That autoerotic.
I feel like, yeah, I'm having a foursome right now.
Yeah. Autoerotic asphyxiation. And no, but it was really weird because I walk into the bathroom and he's walking out at the same time. But I turn on the lights, and this has never happened before. It's never happened since. But my vision.
His dick was straight in my mouth. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I blacked out.
I didn't get in there. Yeah.
No, but it was weird because like I turn on the lights and he's right there, and he's like frightened that I'm there, and I'm frightened that he's there because I don't think either of us expected us for each other to be there. But my vision was black and white. Because the lights there was these big fluorescent lights going.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
As they were kind of like flicker to life.
Your brain would fucking short circuit.
Yeah, but I was I shit you not, I was seeing in black and white, and it's burned into my memory. Probably because like sleep deprivation, whatever. But it's burned into my memory.
It was that moment I knew I was gay.
Yeah, the picture of this kid is just like, and it's in black and white. And it was as the lights flickered on and off, that would go from total darkness to black and white, to total darkness to black and white.
Right.
It was basically a couple of seconds, and then it was fine, and
strange then.
Yeah,
seems like almost like a weird trigger. Right?
Yeah, he left. I went pissed. I went back to bed.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird. Only time I've ever seen it black and white, and everything in the bathroom was black and white. But I remember it so vividly. It was fucking weird.
Interesting, man.
Like, we had so many weird kids there.
Yeah,
just fucking weird people.
They're all from troubled backgrounds, right?
There was some Indian kid that was like, they would religiously, ironically, read the Bible every night before bed. And he fucking didn't like me. And so he was always like, fucking, the self-righteous way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because every time I walked into church, I'd burst into flames.
Yeah.
And so he would always be like, hey, you can't do
this. We're talking about you.
Yeah.
We're talking about you.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, all the sinners are going to be damned. And he's just like, you, fucking you, across the pews. I'm just like, me. Like, I'm looking around as if it's not me. I'm like, yeah. I'm just like, listen.
You name it.
I'm going to be eating ass in hell, man.
I'm going to be in every dorm. Yeah.
Every fucking dorm, bro. But like, it was really funny because like, it was so weird. Because look, at the time, it was just fucking weird. But it was very much like, it was like boot camp, but also prison. Because like, I think that's kind of how everyone treated it. Because it was lights off for like a certain time. And so the actual lights in the rooms in the dorms would be turned off by a single switch. And so like, we're there, and like, one of the house masters he was really nice, actually.
The way this was premised though, that there's like this whole little part here, just sounds it's going to be so sexual.
Yeah, and it was just so fucking. But like,
you just hear like these 5 steps, and everyone's just like, "Fucking Timmy's up. Who's he gonna pick? Who's he gonna pick?"
Yeah, it's like Five Nights at Freddy's, like it's just like one of those animatronic stuff to like come towards you. But no, it was weird too.
It's gonna rape you.
Yeah,
and then it's just a large child.
Very large child. And it was weird because like, Mr. Valboy would come around and like kind of talk to us and be like, hey, how you doing? Whatever.
With the lights off?
No, with the lights on. He was a very lovely guy. And I'm not used to people doing nice things for me. It's never gone away. But like, I was so touched. One time there was books. There was like a shelf in the classroom, right? Where they get all these books from like the Auckland Library. And I was obsessed with geckos. I had like monomania with like lizards and geckos. And he got a gecko book for me specifically.
Jesus.
And I was so like about it, It was fucking weird.
Do you think you'll ever be able to go on top of that? Like, think people doing nice things for you? Like, I'm not big on compliments.
Yeah, right.
I was never, I don't know if I was never really given too many when I was a child, but whenever like, even like the Chris Evans shit or whatever, just an example. But like, just like, I'm like, I fucking shut down. Change the subject. Like, I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
But of course I appreciate it because I'm like, of course I don't want to be rude or whatever. But like, I don't want any compliments. Like people say, you're doing all right at work, or like, things going well, or like, oh, that was a good joke or whatever. It's like, fucking get the fuck away from me. I want to deflect the fuck out of that thing. Yeah. It's a self-love thing, right? You don't love yourself, so you don't want to sort of receive love.
It's weird.
But it's weird as well because you can love others.
I just get overwhelmed with it because I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
It's very rare. So I'm like,
same here.
I get very overwhelmed with it. So he gets me this gecko book, but he was there and he was walking around. I think it was 1 or 2 times that it had happened. But he was like, he's talking to this kid, and this Indian kid, like, Sarah, like, because we had to call everybody Sarah or like madam or whatever.
Pretty normal.
Yeah, pretty normal. Half of the course for the place. But he's like, Sarah, hell was like a lake of fire, blah, blah, blah. And like, what hell was like? This guy was probably 27.
Mm.
28. But when you're like 12, that seems like really old.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh
like,
yeah, fucking A.
this
You're
guy-
an adult.
yeah, he was just
1
like,
year older than me.
yeah, exactly. And he's like, he was
This guy
just,
knows.
he knows, yeah, but he had a kid. No, I think he was in his 30s.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair.
So he had a kid. and
Even a
stuff like
27-year-old, you're like,
Yeah. And so like it was weird because I think from his perspective, he was just some guy. And now this Indian kid's like, hey, you know what hell is like?
Yeah.
And he's like, no. So, you know, apparently it's a lake of fire, bro. And then I think this kid was like looking back now, I think he was studying hell to figure out what it was like and figure out if it was going to be worth going. You know, so like,
If it was gonna be worth going there,
but
like-
he'd always say shit to me. He's like, man, I think you're going to hell, dude. And I'm like, fucking cool.
my sister, she's fucking sick. She's a couple years older than me. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
you know these Indians.
Yeah, it's called Wincest, Bob. You know, he's like fucking. But yeah, no, it was fucking. Yeah, it was weird, man. Yeah, it was weird. There's so many weird kids. There was people that had like stick fights. There was these two kids had like took a pick of these big sticks and would have fights at the thing, and we'd all watch them from like the windows because
Sounds
like
fun.
from the dorm house, if you got into like I think dorm 6 and 7, you could watch them from like up above.
The power of witchcraft and anime.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking weird. And then one kid left, and then the other kid was still like swinging the stick and pretending he was fighting somebody, like he was shadow boxing or something. And we're just like, that was fucking stupid.
Yeah,
One kid escaped.
you either just have like you either have stimulation growing up or you make it yourself.
Yeah,
there's always
yeah,
stimulation.
yeah. That's fucking the whole thing was fucking retarded.
Growing up was retarded. I have
Growing
like
up was
hysteria.
retarded.
I have
That should be
hysteria.
the title of the episode.
Yeah.
But we should cut it like growing up was retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like like the star. There's an A. Like the A
Yeah.
star.
Yeah,
whatever it
A
is,
star.
the
Yeah.
Asterisk thing.
Yeah, fucking weird.
Retarded.
It's retarded.
Mm.
It's dumb.
Life's retarded. Let's get out of it.
Life's retarded. Episode 10.2. Life's retarded.
Maybe we'll keep that last bit. I don't know if I can. Oh yeah.